The first step towards becoming a fully realized man is making sure that your beard is long and luscious. Because if it's not, then there's absolutely no way that you're going to be able to fully embody your masculine essence. Hey, it's Adam, and in this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to become a fully realized man. And believe it or not, you don't actually need a beard in order to do that. I was completely kidding about that, but what I will be teaching you in this video is what it means to actually reach your full potential as a masculine man. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to tap into your masculine essence and how to express that in the world. This is extremely important for you if you're a young man and you are ambitious and you actually want to squeeze the full juice out of life and not waste this one rare opportunity that we've given to live a life. If you don't want to completely throw this opportunity away, then the things that I'm going to be saying in this video are extremely important for you to listen to. Now, in our society today, there are very few examples of fully realized men. And there are very few examples of men who are living up to their full potential and who are expressing the divine masculine essence. Most of the men in our society today are basically just boys. They're immature, they're stuck in lower levels of consciousness where they're just chasing after success, or they're just chasing after money, or they're just chasing after sex. So a lot of the masculinity info that is out there today is an expression of toxic masculinity, where it's all about being macho and having big muscles and telling girls to fuck off and stuff like that. But really, that's not what it actually means to be a fully realized conscious man in the world. So in this video, and also on this channel, I'm going to be integrating together consciousness with masculinity advice because these two are actually the same thing. What it means to be a fully realized man is being a conscious and loving individual. And this, of course, comes from doing serious personal development work that incorporates spirituality. And no, I don't mean religion. I don't mean Christianity. I don't mean that old type of spirituality. But when I say spirituality, I mean connecting more fully with the present moment and being able to ground yourself in the present moment. And a lot of masculinity channels, not that I'm ripping on them, a lot of them do amazing work and give great advice. But what I want to do here on this channel is I want to take it a step further. I'm not just talking about meditating for 10 minutes a day so that you can just be a little bit more productive or so that, you can feel a little bit better. I'm not talking about 10 minutes a day of meditation. I'm talking about literally restructuring your entire life so that you can live a more stoic lifestyle, so that you can live a conscious lifestyle where you're actually connected to the unfoldment of being in every single moment. This is exactly what you want, and this is the new vision for my channel. So on this channel, it's going to be only for young men, and I'm going to be teaching you how to reach your full potential of what it actually means to tap in to your divine masculine essence. Because I'm telling you, it is a lot more than just semen retention and getting girls to sleep with you. It's a lot more than that. And our society is in dire need of men who are in their highest selves, because we need conscious leaders. We need men who are leading society forward out of darkness into light, into higher consciousness. And that's what I'm going to be teaching you how to do now in this video, by going over all of the qualities of fully expressed and embodied divine masculinity. Okay, so what does it mean to be a fully realized man? The first quality of the fully realized man is that he is a very powerful visionary. And he has a very strong vision for himself and also for the entire world and for the people that he comes across. He wants to impact the world in a positive way. He wants to uplift humanity. So the fully realized man doesn't just want to make a little bit of money drop shipping or making a little bit of extra cash doing some type of marketing scheme. But the way that he makes money, he wants to have a positive impact on the entire trajectory of humanity. And this vision is the thing that inspires him to get out of bed in the morning. Because masculine energy is all about direction, and it's all about drive, about achieving and shooting towards a goal, but not a goal such as making a little bit more money, doing some random thing, or just getting sex for just because you want some dick pleasure. But the real masculine man strives towards a goal that is bigger than himself, a selfless goal, a goal that actually shoots to uplift all of humanity. And this is what I call a life purpose. You can't actually be a fully realized man if you don't have a strong sense of purpose and direction. This is the key. This is the heart of what it means to be a masculine. And on this channel, in the future, I'm going to be teaching you in more detail how to actually discover your life purpose, how to go through that soul-searching process, and then how to actualize it in your life. This video here, this is just the big picture overview of all of the principles that we're going to be touching on in the future in more detail. So the vision, that's so important. The vision, that's the key of what it means to be a fully realized man. Okay, number 2, a fully realized man has a deep and penetrating consciousness of the present moment. Masculinity and consciousness go hand in hand. They're inseparable. A lot of masculinity advice is focused just on the surface, shallow levels of life. But you really can't embody what it means to be a fully masculine man unless you are deeply grounded in the present moment and you have transcended the pull of the ego mind. I'm not just talking about meditating for 10 minutes a day. That's super shallow. That's only scratching the surface. I'm talking about actually plumbing the depths of your own consciousness and completely unwiring all of your illusions, all of your egoic consciousness, all of your selfish needs, and completely transcending the mind and grounding yourself as the pure witness of experience. This is possible. I talk about this a lot on my channel. This is what it really means. This is what spirituality actually is. It's about disidentifying with the mind, because the mind tells you stories, the mind tells you lies. The mind, your story of who you are, that's not what you actually are. That's the ego. The true man knows this, and he is identified with the witness of experience. And he taps into that every single day through a serious spiritual practice. And he's not joking around with his spirituality. That's key. The masculine energy in essence is about penetration. Penetrating the woman sexually and physically, but also psychologically and spiritually as well. The masculine energy is about penetrating the world with your gift and with your deep consciousness. And the only way you can do that is if you're serious about your spirituality. And you don't just pretend like you're being spiritual, like, oh yeah, I meditate 5 minutes a day. It's like, oh yeah, one time I did mushrooms with my friends and we were drinking beer and stuff. No. That's way too mediocre. You're not being ambitious enough. And you will not reach your full potential as a man unless you're very serious about your spirituality. And I have tons of videos about that on my channel, and I will continue talking about that even more. Okay, number 3, what it means to be a fully realized man is creativity and becoming a creative force in your life. The masculine energy, the essence, the semen that we make as men, that is creative energy. And that needs to be transmuted into some type of creative endeavor, whether it be painting or dancing or speaking or engineering or creating music or creating video games, creating some kind of art. But in order to be a fully realized man, you need to be a creator. This is so key. God has made Adam in his image. Adam means man. God has made man in his image, and God is literally a creator. Not a man who sits in the clouds who creates the world in 7 days. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the literal creative force that is at the heart of this present moment here. The pure nothingness, the awareness from which all of reality springs forth. That is what you are. You literally have a fraction of God's creative force. And the only way you're going to feel happy in your life, and the only way you're going to be a real, fully realized divine man, is if you are tapping in to this creativity every single day. And there's ways to do that I'm going to be speaking about more in the future. But if you're having problems with discipline, if you're having problems with motivating yourself, if you keep getting on track and then falling off track again and then getting on track, I see a lot of people talking about willpower. It's like, oh, you just need to have more willpower. No. You don't need more willpower. You need more vision. You need a more compelling vision. You need a higher goal to aim at. Because if you are someone who has trouble motivating yourself, the problem is that you do not have an inspiring enough vision for your life and also for humanity as a whole. Because I used to have this problem. I used to have a lot of problems motivating myself. But ever since I've been connecting more deeply to my vision for the world, I have absolutely no problem motivating myself at all. And I don't have to exercise any willpower. I just do what is most important to me. And I'll be talking about more of this in the future, in future videos. Okay, a fully realized man, number 4, has a deep intellectual understanding of your psychology, of metaphysics and also of consciousness and the mind. This is very rare, extremely rare, and this is almost never talked about, ever. I'm talking about a very comprehensive and intellectual understanding of your personal psychology, how it works at the core, on very deep levels. So I'm not just talking about how to install a habit in your life. That is important, and we will be talking about that. But I'm also talking about the actual structure of your mind, your ego, how your mind is creating your reality. I'm going to be talking about psychological mechanisms, how you deceive yourself, how you self-sabotage. And also this has to do with metaphysics as well. So metaphysics, a lot of people don't pay attention to metaphysics because they think that it's just some type of lofty philosophical thing that has no practical implications on the results that you get in your life. But this is not true at all. Metaphysics is literally understanding what the universe is in essence, the actual substance of the universe. And of course, that means the substance of this present moment here. If you understand the actual structure of consciousness, of the present moment, of being, if you understand this, then you will become a superhuman and you will be able to have an impact on the world like nobody else can. Most men are trapped in the idea that the world is physical, the world is scientific. Many men are hyper-rational and they're stuck in their minds all the time, and they never give themselves the chance to connect to being, to connect to the actual present moment itself. But this is where the real masculinity begins, to understand what consciousness and what the present moment actually is. That's a possibility for you. Spiritual enlightenment is a possibility for you. Transcending the idea that we even live in a physical world, transcending the idea of time and space. This is what it actually means to be the divine masculine. Okay, number 5. What it means to be a fully realized man is to manage your sexual energy. So yes, semen retention is a very important skill. Also, deep breathing. Learning practices for how to manage your desires and how to manage your sexual energy. This is super important. Most men, most boys learn, especially me, most boys learn to just watch porn and jack off 3 or 4 times a day and completely spew out all of your life force. And then we wonder why so many men are depressed, why so many men have trouble with women, why men don't have purpose in their life, why they're not satisfied with the direction of their life. Because we don't know how to manage our energy properly. And of course, meditation is very important to do that, yoga and breathing exercises. And I'm also going to be teaching you sexual skills, how to properly have sex with a woman. This is key. This is very important, and this is very rarely talked about. The actual mechanics, like how to actually make love to a woman, this is a rare skill. This is a very rare skill, and I'm going to be speaking about this and teaching you how to do this more in detail, in very vivid detail in the future. Okay, deep conscious breathing, I talked on that. Number 7, being a fully realized man means having body awareness, being connected to your body, not being stuck in your mind all the time trying to accomplish tasks, but actually being connected to your physical body, having body awareness, and having physical mastery and mastery over your movement, and also mastery over your diet as well. So this, I don't just mean lifting weights and getting jacked. That's one aspect, but I also mean doing yoga, being consciously connected to the way your body feels. Being loose and limber and present and grounded like a Tai Chi master. And also eating healthy food. So not stuffing your face with pizzas and hot dogs, but actually eating fruit and vegetables, because these are the healthiest foods for any human being to eat. I have another video called Diet for Spirituality. You can check that out, but we will be talking about this more in the future. Now, number 8, what it means to be a fully realized man. Being a man means being a leader. The masculine energy leads. The masculine energy has a direction and leads. This is key. As a man, you are the leader in your intimate relationship, and you are the leader of your own life. And your life, you should live your life as if you are setting an example for other human beings to live up to. You should be living your life in a way where you are taking yourself on a journey and you are leading others to come along with you on that journey. That's what it truly means to be a fully realized man. Someone who is fully tapped into their divine masculine essence, they lead the world towards higher levels of consciousness, of love, higher levels of self-awareness, of self-acceptance, and higher levels of beauty and excellence. So I'm going to be speaking more in the future how to actually be a leader in your life and how to lead other people. Okay, number 9, how to be a fully realized man is learn career, business, and marketing skills. And this is part of my journey as well. I am learning, I'm spending tons of time researching and studying marketing skills, business skills, learning how to make a living for myself so that I'm not just going to a 9-to-5 job flipping burgers at Burger King, but that I'm actually learning how to market myself, learning how to generate income, learning how to provide value to people, to create something that is meaningful, that people want to see, something that helps people so that you can do business with them and so that you can generate income for yourself. This is very important for being a man because money gives you freedom and money gives you self-sufficiency and independence. So should we be chasing after money in any way that we can get it, whether it be drop shipping or e-commerce or some random, like investing in stocks? Should we be chasing after money like that? Or should we be transforming ourselves on the inside so that we can become value creators, so that we can actually give value to the world in a way that is important to us and that we're passionate about? So career, business, and marketing skills, I will be teaching you all of these things in the future. Of course, this is a 5-10-year vision that I have for you. You're not going to become a fully realized man tomorrow, or even in a week, or even in a month. This is a way that you live your life. This is a 10-20-year process. really this is the rest of your life. You're constantly striving to better yourself and to put more of these puzzle pieces into place in your life. The next puzzle piece, the next quality of a fully realized man is that you have a very good understanding of how to deal with women, how to attract women, how to treat a woman in an intimate relationship, and understanding sexual polarity, masculine and feminine energy, and how these two things interrelate with each other. Now, this is an area in my life that I have improved in massively. I used to be terrible with girls. I used to be so awkward and needy, and I'd get so nervous whenever I talked to a pretty girl. But now I'm telling you, I'm extremely confident and grounded when it comes to attracting women. I feel very comfortable interacting with beautiful women. I have a beautiful girlfriend now who I will have on the channel in the future. And the only way that I'm able to lead our relationship is because I practice masculine and feminine dynamics. Because as a man, you are leading your intimate relationship. So you need to understand masculine and feminine polarity, how to create attraction, how to create sexual polarity. And we're going to be talking about that more in the future. Okay, number 11. This one is never talked about, ever. And I have already touched on this in my videos, but this is so important and I'm excited to share this with you. What it means to be a fully realized man is vision quests and psychedelics. This is never talked about ever. However, I've made many videos on this channel, such as my video, how to use magic mushrooms for beginners, and also how to prepare your mind, body, and soul for a psychedelic trip. This is what the natives used to do to their boys when a boy turned 12 years old and he hit puberty. That meant that it was time for him to go on a vision quest so that he can become a man. The native tribes, they used to send the boy out into the forest for 7 days with no food and no water. And they would give him a psychedelic substance. Maybe it would be peyote, maybe it would be some mushrooms, and they would tell him, they would say, on the third night, or something like that, they'd say, on the third night, take this psychedelic, and if you come back home before the 7 days is up, we'll kill you. But if you come back home 7 days after, you will be a fully realized man. So after the boy successfully completed the vision quest, he would have to hunt for himself. He would have to build shelter for himself. He'd have to survive in the wilderness, and he'd have to survive that psychedelic trip. When he finally came back to the tribe, they gave a coming of age ceremony, and they did a ritual so that he would become a full man in the tribe, and he was no longer a boy. These types of vision quests and becoming of age rituals are completely gone in our society today, and it's very tragic. So that's why on this channel, I want to be teaching you how to use psychedelics and how to organize your own vision quest so that you can get deep insight into who you are as a person and also who you are as an existential being. What your true nature is. And psychedelics can show that to you, but you need to use them very responsibly. You need to use them properly. You need to follow proper protocol and safety measures. And I do speak about that on my channel. I've already recommended the video for you, so you can check that out if you're interested, but we will be talking about that way more in the future. Now, number 12, what it means to be a fully realized man. this is one of my favorite ones, is we are going to be discussing the different stages of masculinity, and I'm going to be showing you the difference between toxic masculinity, lower consciousness masculinity, or also known as shadow masculinity. I'm going to be showing you the difference between those toxic manifestations of the energy, and also how to move out of that and grow yourself into the higher manifestations of masculine energy. So I'm going to be talking about the 3 stages of masculine energy. I'm also going to be talking about spiral dynamics and developmental psychology and how that connects with reaching your full potential as a man. And this is extremely important. I'm going to be talking about the masculine archetypes, how to integrate the different aspects of your psyche so that you can become a balanced and full spectrum man. This is never talked about, never. And that's why I'm extremely excited, because this is key information. This is indispensable information that you need if you want to reach your full potential as a man. Okay, number 13, how to be a fully realized man means surrounding yourself with masculine friends who are on this path as well. Friends who are ambitious, friends who are working on themselves every single day, friends who are striving to reach their full potential, because these people will bring you up. A very important part of being a man is having masculine friends that you trust, that keep you on your edge. Because an important part of being a man is living on your edge, living on the edge of fear, challenging yourself. And there's no better way to do that than to inspire yourself and surround yourself with amazing, inspiring friends who are in their own masculine energy, and you guys can grow together. So I'm going to be teaching you how to do that in the future. If you have friends who are also ambitious like yourself, then this type of content that I'm going to be making, it's going to be amazing for you guys to grow together and to reach your full potential of what it means to be a man. And I'm going to be speaking about all this stuff in the future. And the last quality of the fully realized man, the awakened man, is to be undergoing the mastery process, to be mastering something, to be working every single day on practicing your skills, practicing improving yourself in one domain of life, picking one area of life and becoming a master. This is one way to achieve some very deep levels of fulfillment. This is one of the only ways to make money in our modern economy. And this is what it means to be a man, to be working on yourself every single day on becoming a master in some area of life, whether it be speaking, whether it be teaching people, whether it be coaching or painting or making music. You need to be mastering something and improving your skills every single day. And I will make more videos about the mastery process in the future. So that's it. Those are the 14 qualities of what it means to be a fully realized man. This video is the overarching game plan that we are going to be using on this channel from now on. So the vision for this channel is that I want to help you reach your full potential as a man so that you can stop wasting your life with distracting yourself, falling out of motivation, overindulging in sensory pleasures like smoking weed and playing video games and watching porn, because I have done all of this stuff. I have learned many difficult lessons, and I'm going to be teaching you how to rise above that so that you can live a noble life, so that you can live a very profound life that is extremely rare. This information I'm going to be giving you, this is not common information. This is some of the deepest levels of personal development that is humanly possible. And the only reason I'm able to share that with you is because I've made a very serious study of advanced personal development material, reading insane books, crazy books that blow your mind, from enlightened masters and sages and visionary people, superhuman people. These people have inspired me and instilled in me all of the wisdom necessary to lead you on this path towards reaching your full potential as a man, and of course leading myself on this path too, because I'm on this path with you and we will be growing together. And that's why I'm super excited about this. This is going to be a really amazing thing that we have going. We're going to create an amazing community, and we are all going to be pushing each other towards reaching our full potential as men and as human beings, so that it is our responsibility to lead the world towards higher levels of consciousness by first leading ourselves. So if all of this resonates with you, you know what to do. Press that subscribe button, share this video with your friends, check out this other video that is related to what I was saying. I haven't decided what it's going to be, but it's probably going to be the mushrooms video because vision questing is pretty interesting. Or maybe I'll make a meditation video. But anyways, stay tuned, and I'm super excited, and I hope you are in for the ride with me.